Roar and Gore is back.
For part two.
Part two.
Part two. Last week, Aubrey got it done with Rachel and my mom in Leithen Valley down in New Zealand. Got her first red stag. Beautiful stag.
Thank you.
But, you know, this week it's
all about you this week? Is that what you're trying to say?
It's the guy's turn. I mean, Jake, my dad, myself. We had quite a few encounters. Got a lot to show off. Had a fantastic time and, of course, ate a lot of very good meals.
I know.
Let's get right into it. Last week you sealed the deal on your first red stag.
Yes, it was really cool.
It was. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, I had missed that same morning, and we decided to set up at a different wallow.
Now we're set up above a wallow. We're thinking it's better just to sit on the ledge because we're on a slant, so we'll be slanting and almost falling on the bridge, and we don't want that.
So Vicky's telling me to get ready, so I grab my bow, I get it up, make sure what yardage he's gonna come in at, and it's 20. And he starts slowly walking, and he gave me a great opportunity. It was enough to take him down, and it was really nice to just see him dead and just, done and over with. So it was really awesome.
Good.
To have your mom there with me too, Vicky and
Rach. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
She's a nut.
never a dull moment. Sorry, I just threw everything. I'm a little excited. You know.
I'm a little excited.
I just want to thank you. Thank you so much.
You're a sweetheart.
It was awesome that I could have the girl power, the woman support.
Fair enough.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
The girls rule. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got it done. So you ladies got it done.
I'm telling you, us ladies, I know I say it all the time. I know Vicky says it all the time. We get stuff done.
This is very true.
So.
But now it's my turn.
Yeah.
Sharing camp with Rachel and having her let us come in was just absolutely incredible because she is, I would say, a wild child.
Leithen Valley, baby. Hey, Ralphie. Good to have you guys back.
She is.
She can't sit still.
No.
Whatsoever.
No, and so you didn't get to hunt with her this time.
No, that's what I was going to ask.
But
how was it?
Vicky and I, we had her the whole entire time. Oh my gosh. My cheeks hurt at the end of the day.
Did you stop laughing once?
No, there was not a time that we were not laughing. There are some things that I probably won't say because it's just silly little things. Rachel, I know what you know I'm talking about. I know you know, and I know Vicky knows. But oh my gosh, yeah, you don't even know.
No, we're just gonna go with it.
But this isn't Rachel's first rodeo with the Cianciarulo gang. Ralph and Vicky have been coming to Leithen Valley on and off since as early as the year 2017. And when it comes to having fun, Rachel hasn't changed a bit.
It's Ralphie's turn. He's up to bat, his Hoyt is ready to go, and he's got 5 days to get a stag, which means that, okay, so I hunted a day, not quite, and now I'm gonna be camera girl, toting around the camera for the next 5 days.
She's out of here. She's got to help now. She's going to have maybe packing one of the cameras, help Kenneth out. And the reality of it is I'm up to bat. And you know what? I got a lot of time. So I am going to...
So we decide to get the makeup out and paint up.
So we put our war paint on, and I mean, it was cool.
You see?
I'm like, what are they doing? And then I hear them giggling. And then I realize that Vicky gave Rachel a face mask to wear. And well, you know they say a picture's worth 1,000 words? Y'all need to see how she put this face mask on.
She has no idea how to put on a face mask. You know, should we go out there? She doesn't have a face mask with her. So I said, here, have mine. I have photos and video of her putting that face mask on that made her look like a man with a mustache. And she had no idea how to fix it. So, you know, being the good person that I am, I did help her out after I took photos.
Look at that. Now she's like a professional. Looking pretty good.
but there's no filter with her. And
No filter.
Thank you, Rach, because that's what we love about you.
Sick and dying New Zealand. Woohoo! We got it done.
Leithen Valley, baby.
She's working on it.
Yeah, I'm
By
not.
the time you're married, it's gonna be Leithen Valley, baby.
You're you. That's all there is to it.
And we can't wait to hopefully get back out there soon and just make
Absolutely.
even more memories and have even more laughs.
This segment is brought to you by Browning, the best there is. Archer's Choice is brought to you by Bass Pro Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. Alps, exceed your expectations. Browning, the best there is. Cold Steel, anytime, anywhere. Cyclops Lights, get out of the dark. DSC, Conservation, Education, and Advocacy. Easton, made in the U.S. since 1922. Hoyt, get serious. Get Hoyt.
The amount of stags that are there, just incredible.
Yes.
I mean, we had so many encounters. We got so close to so many different stags.
I know.
Not even talking about the ones that were across the valleys that we'd
Yeah.
seen, and some absolute monsters.
Oh my gosh, they're also unique in their own way.
They are. They all have their own like little characteristics.
Yes, they call them crowns out there, and I think it looks like fire.
It's so cool though, because there's so many, and there's so many opportunities that you get out there.
There is.
That, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
We just
there's-
couldn't quite seal the deal
Never a dull moment.
that first few days.
But that's okay because we got to be there even longer,
This is
hunting
very true.
even longer, and we love to do that. So it worked out for the better, I
I left
think.
my dad a day or two to hunt.
I know,
him.
of course. Ralph always gets the short end of the stick, unfortunately, but
You have to wait for the choice to see those episodes.
yes, sorry, we won't say any more than that.
That's it. Throughout the week, we had a handful of different encounters, really close with a bunch of different stags, but we were getting in there and we just couldn't quite seal the deal. It's like they knew what our next move was. You know, one of my favorite animals since I was young, like just the beauty of them is a fallow deer. And I just like, especially the dark ones, the melanistic ones, it's just so cool to me. One thing I will say that I never realized about fallow though is how jumpy and how aware they always are. I mean, these animals are, I mean, we'll be on the one hillside and 400 or 500 yards across this hillside, they'll spot you and they'll just take off. So talking to Rach and Jake and everybody, they pretty much always recommend to take a rifle for them because they're pretty hard for archery. We actually put a stalk on not one, but a couple different beautiful fallow, and I mean, I can't believe I got that close to them because I mean, to me that's like a dream animal. Just the way they look, the way their tines and like paddles come out, it's just, they're so cool, so unique animals, and I gotta make a stalk on a couple.
Oh, we almost just got up on another fallow on the bow. It's so close yet so far. Man, they have nowhere to lay to make it so you cannot get near them.
Got a good feeling about today. Today's the day, right? Absolutely. It's a beautifully foggy morning.
After doing some scouting, RJ and the guides come up with a plan for their first sit of the day.
We make this awesome little setup in just this big tussock. We're kind of hiding deep down in it, and my dad's just sitting behind me, and we know that there's 3 stags up over this hillside in front of us. We know that they're working our way because the 2 bigger stags have been pushing the younger one. The younger one comes running up over, and sure enough, we're ready for him.
This segment is brought to you by Bass Pro Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. This segment is brought to you by Muddy, serious gear for serious hunters. RJ, Ralph, and guide Jake are set up in the tussock grass near the top of a hill, ready for approaching stags.
So this first stag gets pushed over. It looks like the younger one of the group, and I don't know if the other ones pushed him over or what was going on, but he came over that hill in a hurry. Coming over the hill, I was already drawn back, ready for the stag. My dad's all ready for this, and we're all pumped up. My adrenaline starts kind of rushing a little bit, and sure enough, he comes through and just keeps going. So we're sitting that same set still, And this is kind of our last go at more of a spot and stalky kind of a setup.
This hill is just covered in tussocks, so we're hiding behind it. We know there's stags up over this hill.
Having just had a close encounter with a nice stag, the guys decide to put on a stalk to see if they can catch up to the bull.
See him up here. He's in some pretty thick stuff, so we don't know how tall he'll be when he stands up. So close, yet so far. His tussocks are a lot deeper than we thought they were. He was bedded down. We could see the tops of his antlers, but he stood up and I could barely see the bases of his antlers. I mean, he's a beast of a friggin' stag, but they're so tall. This tussock and all these grasses behind me, they're just so tall that couldn't get a shot.
After yet another close call, the crew goes back to the previous area in the tussock grass to see if they can make another go at a few more stags on their way to the wallow.
Sure enough, right to plan, these two big guys come up. They walk just the skyline from us. And I mean, it's really within just about shooting range. The issue that we ran into, though, is the way that we set up in this tussock, they didn't quite pass that threshold where I could shoot them. I would have had to put my bow into the tussock, and then I run a chance of the strings hitting grass leaves or the arrow getting interrupted, something happening, and I didn't want to take a chance with that, I mean, that size of an animal. While hiking around and seeing everything that these stags do and how much it actually it reminds me of elk in a way. I mean, they're pretty darn close, I'd say. But what's really cool is when they wallow, it seems like they follow these draws. They'll hit a wallow, and then they'll move down, they'll have another wallow, and then there will be a third one a little bit down the way. It's just a very interesting way that I've never really paid attention to before. With them usually hitting the different groups of wallows down draws and pathways that they've made, you gotta play the wallow by whatever's happening in the moment, because you never know, maybe if they're already past them, maybe they'll hit them on the way back, or vice versa. Maybe they haven't hit them yet, and they're gonna go down from 1, 2, 3 rather than 3, 2, 1, however way you're looking at it. It's a lot of just kind of trying to understand the game and understand what they're doing. So what we did is we sat one for a little bit, kind of seen that not many stag were coming down to it. We had one that got close, but stayed up on the hillside. We moved down to the next wallow that was a little bit closer to that hillside that he came across, and it seemed to be quite a bit more active wallow.
It's been fighting us every single day, but we've been moving kind of wallow. Now we're moved to this wallow. The wind's a little bit better here, so we're hoping that ideally this wind stays how it is. We have a stag coming. Big boy to the right.
This segment is brought to you by Hunter Specialties, serious hunting tools. Archer's Choice is also brought to you by Hunter Specialties, serious hunting tools. NAP, hunt with confidence. Muddy, serious gear for serious hunters. Spy Point, connected to your passion. Tracker, built for love of country. True Timber, almost real isn't real enough. True Glow, when brightness counts, count on True Glow. Archer's Choice is also brought to you by these fine sponsors.
We had a ton of buildup this week of encounters and getting close to multiple species of animals, especially stags. And come the end of the week, I mean, it's been getting hot. The stags, they move, but they don't move how you expect them to, especially with the different temperatures, heat to cool, or depending on whatever's going on in the situation that you're there in. So you gotta make do with what you got, and what they were doing with that heat is they were hitting the wallows. We sit a wallow, and we finally get our opportunity.
I mean, he was coming, and he was coming pretty quick. Yeah. And he was following this other one that was behind. I think it was behind, I'm not really sure. But he was moving across. And when he finally came open, I made my shot. Yeah, it was definitely back. We showed you the footage. Yeah, well, we seen it. It looked like there was a lot of blood, so I think give us some time and go down there and do what we can. Find him. Yeah.
We go up to the blood, we see what's going on, and there's a beautiful blood trail. It's thick, it's what you want to see pretty much.
That's a good sign.
Even though the shot was back and high, we still had good blood.
Been cutting for, that's a lot of movement from here to there for that arrow to be cutting.
There he lays. Come here, Jake.
Hey, right here.
Not bad.
He wanted to wallow one last time.
Yeah, dude. What a tank.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he didn't come out.
Oh my gosh, look at him.
Beautiful stag.
This is by far not the biggest stag I've ever shot.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Well, sir, thank you.
We got her done.
We got her done. I mean, it's been, I don't even know what day this is, 4, 3? I can't even tell you. But I mean, we've had so many encounters in the past couple days. We've gotten so close so many times, and it seems like luck has just been kind of against us.
It sure does seem like that. Yeah.
The wind has been swirling on us. I mean, whether I'm sticking out of a bush or it's been one thing after another.
It has been.
But we changed that today.
Yeah, it's all led up to this.
Oh my gosh, what a beautiful animal. We got some awesome photos. I mean, I can't thank you enough, because, I mean, without you, I would definitely not be here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been awesome, man. What a great hunt. And I mean, all those failed attempts just make this even sweeter, huh?
Oh, very much so. Yeah. Very much so.
It all comes together in the end.
Yes, sir. It all makes it so much more worth it.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
It makes it so much more validating, I should say.
Yeah. And you've taken a beautiful old stag.
Yeah, the teeth are just incredible.
Yeah, worn right down to the gums.
Flat.
So,
yeah.
Great stag to take. And he didn't go far at all. So.
No, not at all. It did what it needed to. And then at that angle, I think it just confused us a little bit. But
yeah, definitely.
Even so, I mean, he didn't go but a couple hundred yards probably.
Yeah, but we're all wondering if that stag did come out of there or not. But sure enough, he was still in there, that drawer. So we found him piled up. So.
Well, thank you again, sir. Thank you, Rach, Leithen Valley, everybody. I'm sure they're going to hear about this here soon. We'll text them once we get out of this little draw. But thank you, everybody, because this has been a fantastic week.
Leithen Valley, baby!
Being in camp with Rachel and Jake and all of my family and everybody else that came in camp, having multiple other hunters in camp with us, I mean, it's one of those things where even though you're over in New Zealand with Leithen Valley in this just incredibly beautiful place with some absolutely incredible sunsets and sunrises, dang. There's almost like a sense of home, like almost like sharing a deer camp or sharing a spring bear camp or something with your friends and family, because everybody gets along, everybody's having a blast there. And of course, I mean, Rachel's pretty much always the life of the party. She's always making everybody laugh. But it's one of those things where you feel at home.
Congratulations on your beautiful stag.
Thank you very much. It was a blast. I mean, Jake, my dad,
yes.
We got up on a ton of different stags.
Yeah, you had a lot of encounters.
Oh yeah, it was an incredible time. And of course, Rach and everybody else in camp, we were laughing nonstop, just having a blast the entire week.
It was
and I mean, really, I can't thank Jake and Rach and everybody else there for making it just such a fantastic time at Leithen Valley.
I just want to throw in a little jab because I can, but mine was bigger. Just a smidge bigger.
Do you see any resemblance here? Like, I feel like I understand how my dad's felt for the past 25 plus years now, 30 plus years now.
Well, you know, it happens. It happens. I gotta brag when I can. Just a smidge.
Which is most of the time.
No. Kind of. Whatever. But seriously, though, congratulations. It was a really beautiful stag.
Thank you. And we hope you guys enjoyed watching it.
Yes.
We'll see you guys next season right here on The Archer's Choice. Alrighty, we're out of here.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'm going to bed.
Closed captions brought to you by Wounded Warrior Outdoors, providing wounded service men and women with therapeutic outdoor adventures.
Is there a reason why you're bumping me out of the shot? He goes, no, it's my show.
Are you? Yeah, okay. He's ready. Dad, please tell me your secrets. I need help.
And cut.